Hey CGI. So Steam Games recommended this game to me a week or two ago, and I got it because it was either free or like $1 or $2, so I figured why not. And I hadn't played it until tonight, and I started playing it, and when I first started I thought, oh, this is going to be boring, I'm not going to like it. But I've been playing it for a little bit tonight, and my son has come over and he started playing it too, so now we're sort of addicted to this game. So we're going to show you this game. It's called Islanders, and you can get it on Steam. It has different modes. There's a high score mode and a sandbox mode. So let's do the high score mode, and we'll show you sort of how that works. The controls in this are pretty easy. You can move around to look at the islands by using the, I think it's ASDF keys. You can move the camera by using Q and E. And then you can use the mouse to sort of rotate things. And there's a short tutorial when you first log on. And so the object of the game in the high score mode seems to be to build a little village or town on this island. And once you run out of things to build, then the game is over. And so you're constantly trying to beat a high score. And so far, my high score is 121, but my son's high score is 123. He just beat my high score. So when you want to add something, you press this little plus button and choose what you want to add. So we're going to go for, okay, the lumberjacks. So you have your lumberjack huts. At least I think they're lumberjack huts. All right, and so if you add those, your score goes up. And since you have lumberjacks, you need a sawmill. So let's put that sawmill down. That looks like a good place. And I was playing for a while before I noticed that there are little numbers that appear over all of the buildings as you're placing those. And I guess that tells you how many points it adds to your score. Of course, my son saw that and immediately figured it out and then mocked me for not noticing it earlier. So these are, oh, another sawmill. So this is going to be a forest or a lumber town. Plus 11, that seems like a lot of points. Ooh, 15. Nice. Okay. And so a brewery. You always have to have a brewery when you're building a village, because where are the people going to go after they're done working if there's no brewery?
You don't really, but it's obviously the best choice.
It's obviously the best choice, I agree. What are those that you just put down?
Hops Fields.
Hops Fields, okay. Now the city pack, is that what you have? And so these are all houses. I think this is sort of the traditional island setup. There are different types of islands. We haven't gotten high enough high score yet to get the super cool islands, but you can see a lot of them in Sandbox, which we'll show you maybe later. Some mansions. I like the fact that you can start off your village and just plop down mansions, right? All the really rich people want to live there. Because there's a brewery, that's why the rich people can live there. Is that just a regular house? It looks, oh, maybe it doesn't look longer than the other one. And so you can turn everything around and see now the game is over with 109 points. That's respectable. All right, do you want to do another high score or sandbox mode? High score? All right, let's try it again. So it doesn't seem like there's a lot to this game, but it's kind of interesting as you start playing it, and I'm not necessarily competitive against other people, but I am competitive against myself, so I like to see if I can beat my high score. Sometimes it takes a little while to load. So you can maybe, I don't know, think about what you want to do. Ooh, this is a different type of island. It's very desert-like orange. I don't know if those trees are dead on top there. All right, what are we putting down here? Oh, lumberjacks, all right. Starting with the lumberjacks again. So I think these circles that surround it sort of tell you how far out things are influenced by that particular building. All right, so this time we're going with the farming pack, making some fields, gotta plant things. People in your village can have something to eat. And it seems maybe like the more fields are connected, the more points you get. I could totally be wrong on that though, so if someone knows, just let me know. Or if any of you have played this, let me know. And back to the brewing pack, because again, a brewery. So these are fields, I guess, just regular fields for the brewery. And then you also need the hop fields. So I guess you need the two types of fields to have a successful functioning brewery. So in order to rotate the fields like that, you use the little mouse wheel on your mouse, and you can turn them around until you like the way that they're facing. I think within limits, of course. Ooh, +9. Oh, so you can just pick those buildings up and move them? Very nice. Alright. Oh, 12 points. That seems great. Alright. It's 11. Oh, it's too bad you can't cram that one right in there. Get another hop field in there. A shaman. So now we're bringing religion to our little village. Oh, the shamans. What is that one? No, it's a little shaman. Windmill. I guess you need power. -13. Now, why does that one give you -13?
Because it's in the range of another shaman.
Oh, I see. Okay. Could you put it on a lower level? Maybe. Oh, there you go. Look, you have already just annihilated my former high score. 186. Amazing. So a seaweed farm or another housing. Oh, the city center. I wonder, oh, barely place it there. You're gonna run out of space. So, I think if you get enough points, you can go to a second island. I'm not sure because I haven't gotten that good at this game yet to move to a second island or, you know, to get past 121 points, but now that my son is in control,
Oh,
he
you've
has
collected enough points.
to unlock. Oh, so there we go. This is what I was just saying. This is the second island. Awesome. So you unlocked an achievement for settlement. So now you're moving to a second island. We have to wait for that to load. Oh, this island looks different. It looks sort of like the first island I had, but bigger when I first played this. So seaweed, obviously those can go in the ocean. A little seaweed farm. Oh my goodness. Oh, now what happened there? 347 though, that's amazing.
Seaweed is just the devil. Each time I choose seaweed,
It just stops. Maybe nobody wants to eat seaweed. Okay, maybe they do. I mean, seaweed is important.
It's good.
It is good in sushi, you're correct. Alright, so this looks like a totally different type of island now. It's kind of flat and... I don't know, it looks kind of like flat clay, maybe? So we're going to start with the lumberjacks. You seem to start with the lumberjacks a lot of the time. That seems to work really well for you. And then the brewers. So this seems to be my son's method. Lumberjacks, and then brewery, maybe a farm in there. And I can't really argue with it because he's done better than I have. Now those hop fields don't look very green. I wonder if there's different types of hops, or these ones just aren't as good as the last ones. Alright, so this is going to be, more lumberjacks. You need a lot of lumber for building, I guess, so that's probably good. Mill. So, is this a sawmill, or just like a power generating windmill?
Like a mill that probably turns things into cloth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like wool into cloth. Okay, sure. Sort of like the looms in Stardew Valley.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
At least that's my guess.
Makes sense. Alright, and then...
Seems I cannot place it.
Yeah, you seem to have some problems finding a place to put that. What are you trying? Oh, field. It doesn't look like a very lush growing island. It doesn't seem like there would be a lot of space to grow things on that. I know, you thought you were going to end it there, but it didn't. It didn't. You get to keep going. More hop fields. More hops. All the breweries. At least people on your islands can, you know, have beer, I guess. Maybe the brewer can become the mayor. So when I first downloaded this game, I thought it was more of a sim game. And you ought to maybe upgrade your civilization, start like that. But it's not. You're just... It's a very minimalist building game. That's how it's built. It's a minimalist building game. And it is pretty minimalist, but it's kind of fun. So if you see it on Steam, I recommend it. I mean, I wouldn't pay that much for it, but if it's, you know, just a couple dollars, it's a fun little way to spend an evening. Sort of has some board game qualities. It reminds me of a board game that I like called Little Village. No. Little Towns? Tiny Towns. Yes, Tiny Towns. That's a great board game where you collect resources and then you have to build your own little town. And the points are tallied.
We break the rules in it, though.
We have broken the rules in it when it's just us. We break the rules in that game a lot, but it's still fun because you try and build the best little village that you can. Are you on another second island?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Alright, so we're putting a lumberjack here. This one looks a little bit more fertile, as if more things will be able to grow on this particular island.
Or I just failed.
No, you didn't fail. Ooh, a mason? So what do you need for that? So when you hover over everything, it tells you how many points things are potentially worth when you add them to your island. And I didn't realize that at first. I just, you know, started plunking things down anywhere I wanted to on my first couple of islands. So apparently strategy was not my strong suit with that. So a mason, do you get more if you put it over by the rocks or by these plateaus? Oh, you have a super high score right now. 442, nice. So city center, throw down some mansions. Nice, this looks like a nice little place. I would totally live in a little island like this, especially if I could have one of the mansions. Nice ocean property. Some businesses. Nice greenery. You can go mountain climbing. What more could you possibly want? Sawmill? Well, if you're going to keep building, you'll definitely need a sawmill. See, now you can build more houses. Oh, you got another achievement, advanced. So now on Steam it will look like I'm an advanced player, but it's really my son who's the advanced player. So let's just keep that in mind. Shaman. Just in case anything, you know, goes wrong, the shaman can fix it. Oh, there you go, shaman. I like how sometimes you just sort of put everything at like a nice little angle there. Give it some character. Super fun. Mansions. Oh my goodness, your score is so high. What's your score though? 563. That's awesome. Good job. High five. Nice. All right, let's do sandbox mode. So in sandbox mode,
Disclaimer, it creates a save file, but if you want to go to back to high score mode, you have to delete that save file.
oh really? Oh, that's
But it still keeps your, like,
it doesn't get rid of your high score file. It just creates a new save file.
no, but then it doesn't get rid of your high score, but if you want to go back to the high score mode, you have to delete your save file.
Oh. Huh. Okay, so in sandbox mode, you can sort of see all the different things that are on offer in this game. So this has monuments and balloons and what other cool things? Or what are you putting in the water there?
If you hover over something with nothing in your hand, you can also click to destroy it.
Oh, okay.
When you switch tabs and have something selected, you'll probably place it down, so that'll be helpful.
So you can delete it if you decide that's not what you want.
Yes.
At least in sandbox mode. Can you do that in a high score mode?
You can undo warnings.
Okay.
In this mode, you don't actually get any points.
No, it's just for building, but it'd probably be good for like practicing and playing with some of the things. You can see all the different items you can build at the bottom. Ooh, a gold mine, that's nice. See,
I've become a gold digger.
a gold digger. Ooh, what's the one with the orange? Yeah, what's that? Orange arch, a jewelry maker maybe? Oh, that's neat. So there's all sorts of things that you can unlock. So I recommend, if you get a chance, check this game out on Steam. Kind of cool, kind of fun. Okay, it's very cool. I'm impressed. I didn't think I was going to be impressed when I first decided to play with this tonight, but I actually really like this. You can play in the sandbox mode and create like a perfect little island village. You can create piers, right, or boardwalks that connect islands to each other.
Also, you can right-click to get rid of whatever is in your hand.
So if you have something in your hand and you just right-click, it goes away.
Yes.
Okay. What is this one with like this little...
That? It's
Oh, monument, okay. You didn't have to put it down, I just wondered what it was. You can go back to your paving the circle around the city center there. So this is fun if you like to play like Minecraft in creative mode maybe, or different games where you build and there's no stress. You know, if you've had a long day at school and you just need to relax and decompress for a few minutes and just do something that's kind of creative. The creative mode is a really good way to do that, I think. So, if you get a chance, it's called Islanders. It's on Steam. If you find it on other platforms, let me know. If you're better at this game than I am and you have some tips, totally let me know. But I think that's going to do it for now, and we're going to wrap it up. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.